Save that idea for another time. We always get pizza at Costco. What are you talking about? Almost always. 90% of the time. Heavy snow in North Carolina? Is it? I gotta call my brother. You know, when they get some ice, it's crazy out there. Yeah, Biggins, I'm a Sixer fan. I've been a Sixer fan for the longest. One of the first games I remember, the oldest game I remember, is the Sixers winning the title against the Lakers. And that's when Moses Malone was on the squad and Doc. I always remember this because the last play of the game, Sixers blowing them out. Mo Cheeks took it. I'd never seen him dunk. He took the ball down the court and yoked it. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I've been a Sixer fan ever since. I don't know what he got. I don't know. I have no idea. I think it might have been the juice or something. Drug a fella. Yeah. Yo. Actually, I gotta take that, man. I have to take that. I might have to pull over and take that. Oh my God, Drug-A-Fella Records? Crazy. That's wild. That's wild work, man. They already caping. We already know what they're gonna cape. They're gonna cape that Jay-Z wasn't nobody. He was nobody in 96. Why would Weinstein be around him in 96? He wasn't established. Why would he get access to billionaires? Like, these jokers is a piece of work. Wait till Thursday. Wait till tonight. I'm going in tonight. You do not want to miss this. I'm going in. This is my Super Bowl. This is a Hove hater Super Bowl. I hope y'all know that. This is a Hove hater. This is a Hovenger 9/11. You know what I mean? This is a Hovenger 9/11, man. And the crazy thing is like, the niggas like Ebro and Joe Budden. Now they can't find their fingers to tweet. Now they can't tweet nothing. It's nasty work, man. The industry is nasty work that you gotta protect relationships and this, that, and the third. It's crazy to me. And I think a lot of it is like they don't want to say nothing because it might come back on them. You know what I mean? Like it might be their turn to get it. H.J. Cotton please for Hove. Why'd you put a question mark? Did you see the boxer got hit? His wig fell off. That was crazy. Like, just go bald, man. Like, just go bald. I don't understand this stuff, man. Like, what's the use? 15 degrees out. No snow, no new snow, so we're good on this point. You know what I mean? Going to Costco. I gotta get a couple things.
I'm here today. Again.
Little Griff is here again. She's
in the front seat.
Always whining about why do I have to come?
Yeah, because you make me come like every single day. And once I woke up, you made me come and change.
Yeah, I had to hit the Y. I didn't get to the gym yesterday. I had to get to the gym. Got a good workout in. Shoulders, bis, and tris.
Yeah, Dad left his water bottle.
30 minutes on the bike. Nice workout. 5 burpees. I did the 5 burpees at the end of my work. That killed me, man. I can't do burpees to save my life.
I can't do push-ups. I just can't.
Costco food samples?
Costco food samples, which are posted.
You always helped your parents run errands as a child?
Yeah, I do. Because I had to. Of course, his dad makes me.
I mean, I don't mind it.
I was sick on Friday. I was literally sick after school on Friday.
Like, I figure you might as well spend time with them before they get too old. You know?
Why would I leave the house? And why would we be too?
Everybody leaves the house, Jenna. Everybody should leave the house sometime.
Well, I'm gonna stay with my family because I have to have like $1,000 to buy a house or something. Or buy a car.
You got that right.
Yeah, and I don't even know how to drive yet.
Okay, is the boot? No. I'm not the boot. I'm not the boot. Drugofella Records is the boot.
And plus, I'm learning about money and time.
And it's surprising me, a lot of these people. This just shows you how many people's on Rock Nation's payroll, you know? It's nasty work, man. Well, see, the thing is, when you start giving out checks, people start getting their hands out, man. They want a piece, you know? Be damned what you did. They're never going to do it. Like, Hove represented the hustler that made it to them. And that was like a lot of black men's dream. You know what I mean? He don't have a boss. He had his own business, whole work. You know, had the hot wife. That represents to a lot of black men the apex, if you will. And that's why he gets defended so much. My thing is, if you were around long enough, like I am, I'm old enough to remember Ho's whole career. Like, he was pretty well protected by the media. Like, he got a case when he scratched, what was this, Rivera or something? He didn't get any really backlash from R. Kelly. He dipped off of R. Kelly, that second album. He didn't get any backlash for working with him. He didn't get any backlash for Aaliyah. He didn't get any backlash for Beyonce. Granted, those times were different, but that age difference was still like, you know what I mean? People was wondering when did he really start talking to her or whatever, but I mean, they're both adults. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing. But in today's days, that wouldn't fly, you know? Stop worshiping celebrities. Yeah. top of that, you know, Ho positioned himself to still be a player in the music industry, even without a record label and everything else, you know. He just became the management. Emil told us about Jay and Carlos. I seen an article about Emil was that a song? I gotta go back and listen to it. That said something about Emil and how she was like, it was some funny stuff going on. But, you know, he just pivoted to Rock Nation, you know, managing people and the tourism. So now you still can't make a move without him. You know what I mean? I'm just surprised Pusha T was in the mix. Like, brother, you was going on Drake. Foxy slipped up? Yeah, I think they got the Hove early, man. And this is what the people trying to play it off. Like, no. No. You know? I was thinking about making a mac and cheese today. You like my mac and cheese? What do you mean you didn't try it? You've ate it before. Do you like Daddy's mac and cheese? Tell the camera right now.
Yeah. If you wonder why my voice is like this, my ear hurts because I have a cut in my ear.
What does a cut in your ear have to do with your voice? And how'd you get a cut in your ear?
I don't know. I think I picked a scab in my ear last time.
Stop picking your ears.
How am I gonna get the dust out? Because you always say, and then you say, never mind, huh? And I didn't know I had a scab in my ear.
Yo, Goldstein had a tweet. It said Jay-Z was Weinstein's coke dealer. And my mind blew. I was like, yo, because I'm like, he's telling me he sold weight, but like, listen, what if he was like the industry party drug dealer? What if Hove, you know, parlayed his drug dealing to get into the Weinstein parties and the upper echelon London parties, New York parties, and sold all the actresses and actors weight? I mean, like, I don't know how much, whatever, ounces, a couple lines. Yo, and it's like there's been so many files. I haven't even got to the Jamie Foxx joint yet. I haven't got to it yet. I was listening today. It was kind of long. I was thinking about watching it with y'all tonight, with the chat, but I was like, it's about an hour and 49 minutes. That Epstein interview that Bannon did. I was listening to that this morning. I got like 45 minutes in before I was like, it's time to go to the gym. Bannon was glazing Epstein, man. It was embarrassing, man. It was just like, I've never seen, you know how HJ glazed himself? That's how Bannon was glazing Epstein. It was crazy. He's like a smart man such as you. a genius level guy such as you. You know everything about banking such as you. I was like, oh my God. Stop the glaze, man. Great con artist, but he's dumb. Yeah, see, I would call him. I wouldn't call him like a genius. I would call him slick. You know, and slick is, if you're slick, that's there's people that are not like super smart, but they're slick. And I mean, I hate with the IQ thing, but because to me, if you're slick, you're smart too. But I think a lot of people would judge him and say he's very crafty, he's very slick. Because I got to the part where he was in jail during the financial crisis, and Bannon was going crazy about it. He was just like, yo, how'd you deal with it? And like, and you know, this was an opportunity, and who did you call? And he said he called 2 people, you know, and he was like, were you worried? How did you feel that you were in jail during this crisis? Did you feel bad about yourself? He was like, no, you know, and he was like, when you wish you was out there? He said, this I know Epstein's pretty crafty. He could have made all these deals and all these calls, you know, during the financial crisis. But since he was in jail, he said there was only one phone, and he only had like a time to do 2 calls. And what he did was, you know, if you're ever in jail, the calls, the phones are on the wall, and they're like, there's like a couple feet between them. He said he made 2 phone calls. One to somebody at JP Morgan, and another, I can't remember the other guy, and to make some deals and shit. But he said that was helpful because he had to think of who to really call instead of calling everybody, you know? You know what Epstein said? He said they had to put him in segregation because of who he was, not because of his crimes. You know, him being like a pedo, whatever. They said nah, it wasn't like that. He said the inmates used to razz him because he was rich, not because of what he did. I found it interesting. When I was a CO, there was only one guy I knew that asked for protection because the nature of his crimes, and I never looked up his crime. We all assumed it was some kid stuff. But that didn't really happen, you know what I mean? Because you can, unless you tell somebody, then nobody's really going to know. Unless it's like a famous case, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't wait to finish that interview. Oh man, that's what 50 said. He's going to do a Hove documentary. He must know something more. Something more might be coming. Because this isn't enough, you know what I mean? But Jay-Z was too well connected, you know? That Beyonce thing that was too much. Like, that was just too much. That's how I knew he was the industry's chosen guy, you know? And that's why niggas is sick. They thought they can get a Beyonce type woman just from their game for having money. No, bro, that stuff was arranged, man. You still gotta excuse my language. You still gotta go in them rooms with them shady people. Hart, good morning. There's HJ. There's HJ. HJ, I got a hotline for you to call. I got a hotline for the Hovengers, man. If y'all feeling depressed and down, y'all need to call the number. Y'all need to call the number. Niggas is sick, bro. Niggas is sick. You know what I'm really worried about? This is the exact story that can lead to, that they can use as cover for like Iran, I don't know, something else, another Minneapolis, pull out of Minneapolis. They might go in Iran because people is not gonna, the stand wars have already started. Then 50's getting into it. 50 running his mouth. You know what I mean? And people are sitting there denying what happened, you know? This can go on for several weeks. HA, you picked a hell of a time to retire, to being a wise sage of the timeline. Good. Get your ass off the timeline. This is for grown men. This is where grown men are made. This is where grown men are made. Times like these. This is where you cut your teeth. This is war. This will be war on the timeline for like how long, man? I'm about to tweet like, yo, listen, the Rock Nation binder. And that's crazy. Everybody that was at the binder party hasn't said a word. Everybody that was at the binder party has not said a word. You got 50,000 files and stuff like that. Cernovich, Prosobiec, they quiet as a mouse peeing on cotton. Quiet as a church mouse. They haven't said a word. It's crazy to me, man. They're all feds, yeah. I don't know what Costco's looking like today. I hope they got good samples, man. You know what's crazy? You go to Costco, when they don't got no rotisserie chicken out, man. They line up and wait for that joint. And wait for it to be done. They serious about this Costco chicken, man.
He's serious.
They is.
I've been shocked.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm playing me with this.
No. That brunch is over with. That's why the brunch is over with. Can you imagine if the brunch was still going?
Me?
Bruh.
Our lights right there.
I know, that's why I'm not going anywhere. What are you talking about?
So we're like, bruh. Now open.
There is a restaurant depot. I can't take her with me. I went there one time. I've been meaning to go back, but I gotta go by myself. Like you can get a pass, a 1 day pass. You don't have to have a LLC or whatever. I went there. I got some wings. What else did I get from there? Oh, I got cheesesteak. It was like I don't know how many pounds of cheesesteak. It was crazy amount of pounds. Like I had cheesesteak for like. See, the thing is, like, it was a big box, but I feel like it didn't last as long. It was like it must have had a lot of water in it. You know what I mean? Because you damn near had to use a whole box. But I was feeding a lot of people too.
Did you tell them?
But it tasted fine. But yeah, there's one right down the road here. I've been meaning to go back because I only been there one time. And to be honest, the only really thing I want to buy in bulk is, I like getting steak. Like when I did that Costco hack or whatever they call it.
Dad, have you ever tried getting 2 samples for yourself?
No. But anyway, because there's this Costco hack. You buy a loin, whatever. They sell the big loins and shit. Pause. Sorry, excuse me. And you can just cut them into steaks, you know. And I did that one time, and man, I had steak for like at least 2-3 months. Yeah. Jay-Z listening party tomorrow. Y'all watch that boxing match last night? Put your coat on. Y'all watch the boxing last night? Man, Shakur, man, he beat the crap out of that bull. It was nasty. Man, I got a deep freezer, and they got it full of BS, man. Nasty work.
That's because they have
They got full of BS, man.
What's it?
Yeah, he did his thing. I was shocked Shakur that good. I mean, that one fight he was ducking the whole time. But ever since then, man, he's been lights out. Shakur been lights out ever since then. What's your email? Rip is selling digital versions of some of his books. You can do Uncle Hotep at gmail.com. But I was saying that to say this, that they was playing Jay-Z in between rounds. I was like, yo, I guess we can still play his music now. If we can play Jay-Z music, we can play R. Kelly music. How about that? Is that fair? Is that fair? You know what I mean? 28 minutes. It's not bad stream. Anyway, I'll be back later on tonight. We gotta go in depth on this Epstein drop. Epstein's never dropping. People are in shambles. This is a drop of the century. There's a lot of stuff going on. Poll is on there trying to decipher everything. They spoken a lot of code too. You know what I mean? It's nasty work, man. Anyway, but thanks in advance, Joe. I appreciate it. Anyway, do you have anything to say?
Nothing.
He never kills. He's still alive. I don't care what anybody say. Yo, Epstein in the island watching is looking at all this breakdown on X like he laughing to himself.
Dad, do you need toilet paper?
He didn't seem suicidal or anything. I think he's still alive. Like, matter of fact, I see that picture where they had that drone Anyway, I'll talk forever, man. Let me get out of here and get in Costco. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all tonight. Peace.